Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Shades and Trades here. Soun up 547 in after hours. Today we did get a nice test of this level up here at 580. I told you guys that was self target number one. Look at that, right on the dot too. Right on the dot. Look at that candle, right on the dot. It hit our sell target of 580. It did get sold off. Surprise, surprise. It would have to break that for it to go to 615, but that didn't happen. As you can see, buyers did they tried to push it, but it immediately sold off once it got to 580, which is no surprise. Which is why I said the guys that flip are probably going to make the money. If we're gonna, I'm still holding my position, by the way. There's no reason to sell it. Like I said, just buy it $5 and hold and see if it holds here. It has to hold here, and then as long as it holds here, we should see eventually another move and a retest of 580 and possibly a breakout above that. It would be very bearish though if it doesn't break that and just starts going sideways here. That's going to be bearish. So keep an eye. Still, we're not out of the safe. How do I say this? Let me get the trend line and let me show you what I mean. We're still technically speaking in a downtrend. Like technically speaking, we're still in a downtrend. So until we break out of that, like we did here, like here we broke out of that downtrend on this green candle, and then we just climbed. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a break out of that. Here's a little downtrend. We broke out of it on that candle and still went higher. So that's what we're looking for. We need to break out of this downtrend, and that would lead to us going sideways, and then gives us an opportunity to bounce higher than just than 580. 580 is not a bad place to sell. Clearly, a lot of people sold there. Let me pull out the 1 minute for you guys so you can get a much more clear view of the price action on the lower time frames. Yeah, you see it came up to 574, sold off a little bit, and then came up again, touched 580, and that's when it dropped right back down. So after hours, it's moving. That's cool. But like I said, I have a stop loss above my buy-in point. So if you bought in at around $5, like I told you, just make sure to keep a stop loss above your buy-in point, and that way, if you get stopped out, you just get stopped out, you know, like at a gain, and then we can just add back when it gets cheap, whatever. We don't know what's going to happen here, honestly. We just have to give it a couple more days and see if it breaks out of that downtrend. That's really the best thing we can do. Buy at the cheapest point, the strongest level, get in nice and cheap, move our stop loss to break even and or above the break even point and just sit. At that point we're safe. We got nothing to lose at that point because we bought so cheap. At least that's what I try to do. Spy tanked today, I believe. Yeah, look at that big red bar on Spy. Nvidia, I believe, did so as well. It's not a good look when even Nvidia starts trending downward and dumping like this. So I'm not gonna say this might be the start of a bear market. Hopefully not, but the market overall took quite a hit today, which usually doesn't bode well for the rest of the market as well. For every other stock usually starts to tank as well. So that's kind of like something to keep an eye on. The fact, yeah, Nvidia is starting to fall, which is not good. Usually, Nvidia leads the market. When Nvidia was exploding and creating new highs, everything was following it, and now it's dumping, and everything else is following it straight down as well. So that's why I'm saying we got to still be cautious. We're sitting cool here with our shares at 5, but you know, let's just be careful in the coming days, especially Friday. Friday we're either going to get a continuation of today's dump or we're going to bounce, and it's gonna tell the story for next week more than anything. All right, guys, be safe out there. Short video, no catalyst. We would need a catalyst to send it. We know that that's what's going to cause the price to move. In the meantime, we can just continue buying at this support here. Strong level. Uh, surprise, surprise that it held here at 5. Right? I was pounding the table from up here, like, hey, just wait for 5. It's more than likely going to hold there, even if it's just for a couple of days. It did so here. It held 5 for a couple of days, and then ran a 10 almost. Or it did go to 10, didn't it? Yeah, it did actually go to 10. My bad. It did go to 10, above 10. So here, what I want to see is the same thing. I want to see it bounce here. If after a couple of sideways days here, it doesn't bounce and go higher, That's a change in the previous pattern, and that means we're not breaking this downtrend, and we're just going to go down lower. Let me get my segment line. That just means we're going to go down lower and probably retest $4 and 374. But because we have a stop loss and we bought so cheap, I mean, we're good. We'll take the small gain because we moved our stop loss above our break even, and we'll move on and buy down here. And just, hey, look, if we make money flipping it, that's fine. As long as we're not doing something stupid like holding a bag. Alright, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. If these videos are helping you out, make your decisions, be it investment or trading wise, I will see you guys in the next one.